Let's talk about how to do that nut. That's what comes on next. So it's that piece of bone right there. And usually it's way longer, 1/4 of an inch. So just draw a line, what needs to be removed. You'll have to cut this with something not power tool. So bone is very brittle and chips and breaks. Definitely not a bandsaw. When you're so close to it, it won't work well. So a coping saw, a jeweler's saw, or just grind it down. Just grind it down on the sander. That works too, and it smells awesome. Yeah. Until it's that width, or very close to that width. We're not done with it yet. Now we need to put a radius on it to match the frets. So I'm going to put this in a vise. This is the easiest way I know how to do it. Put it in a vise and just sand it with this. This is the fretboard sander, the 150. So it has the same contour. Just sand it like that until it squeaks enough. And what I'll do is put some lead on there so that
good job,
it's
McNeil.
done. Right, you'll start sanding the edges first until finally it gets to the middle. And once your lead is gone, you know that it's radius. We're still not done with it. We have to put a back bevel on it. So do you see how this goes like that? So I leave about that much, about a 1/16. Then we're going to back bevel it about like that. And just on the sander.
It's kind of not in focus. I don't know, I think they got it.
So the reason we do that is because we want the strings to leave this side of the nut and come down. If it leaves from the back, then it hits the nut in front of it and gives you a dead sound. That's called fret buzz. So we're gonna work on that some more later during setup so that the strings are just the right height, but it's too much right now. It's not ready for it. So that's all we do. Now we put yellow glue on it and clamp it on. Like so. These quick grips work really well because they have that, they're softer so they can grab, as opposed to the Red Bessies. They're harder to use. This works really good. Now, here's a difficulty that some of you are going to run into. If you have some glue right there, it creates a barrier for this to go on properly. There has to be a flat here and a flat there to match those same locations on that nut, so that when you lay it on there and dry fit it, it fits well, like it's tight. And if it's not, you have to fix it so that it is. If you got a little bit of glue there, just take a chisel and clean it out. That's the easiest thing to do, so that it's nice and square and matching. Okay? Okay. Once it's on, then we need to create some slots for the strings to go. You come in 1/8 of an inch, make a mark, another 1/8 of an inch, make a mark. And I know that these measurements are you're going to forget them, but they're all there. Attach the fretboard in the nut. So I'm on number 7 right now. First and 6th strings are placed 1/8 of an inch from the edge. Use the string spacing gauge to find the location of the remaining 4 strings. Okay. So this is the string spacing rule, and it's this little device that works really well. There's all these little slots in the ruler, and here they're spread farther apart. And then as you make your way on this side, they get tighter and tighter together. We are going to find the spacing according to this. So what I do is I set one of those slots on the 8th mark. And then I count every other one. So I'm gonna go, this is my first string, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's way too far away. So I gotta get closer. They gotta come closer together. So I move to this end of the rule. And I can use the top or the bottom. And I know you're gonna forget everything I say here, so that's why he's videoing it. There's also an explanation of how to use it on the back, by the way, Liz. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I'm getting closer, but I gotta come farther down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, closer. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, that's it right there. So I'm gonna make a mark where they go. That's the exact spacing for my string. Now take the files, and they're labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each one according to the string. So is the 1 string down here or up there? Which one is it? It's the bottom. So we start from the bottom and count 1 up. It's the thinnest down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on top. So that means our 1 string is going to go right there. Let's make a groove. Now you don't have to get too aggressive with this. Like, I don't want you to go very deep. Just go enough that it holds the string in. That's all that really matters. If we don't put these slots, you'll go to tighten it up and it'll slide right off the saddle or off the nut. So you have to make a slot. But the exact depth is not important right now. It will be later, but not right now. We just need a spot for it. So 2, and these files are different thicknesses. They correspond to the thickness of the string. So all the way up to 6, okay?